Good morning, students. Welcome back again to our online class of our subject physical health, physical education. Understand? So, before holidays, summer holidays, we had already completed 4 chapters. Now, today we will start the 5th chapter. Before starting the chapter, once again, I hope you all will be fit and fine at your home and stay home and stay fine. And always obey to your parents, whatever shortcomings, whatever problems or arises, you must consult with your parents. Okay, children? So, let us to start our 5th chapter, that is children and women in sports. Understand? So, what are the learning objectives? What are the points we have to learn in this chapter? Let us to know about that. The first one is to understand the motor development and factors affecting it. The second one is to know the exercise guidelines at different stages of growth and development. The third one is to know some common postural deformities. Fourth one, to understand the sports participation of women in India. Fifth one, to learn about special consideration. And at last, that is to know the female athlete triad. Understand, these are the points we will learn one by one. Let us to know about, to understand the motor development and factors affecting it. Okay. So first of all, regarding sports, we know that sports, it plays a vital role in everyone's life. Okay, without sports, the overall development of our physique is not possible. So sports are the great activities for children and for women. Understand? And it offering them a variety of benefits. Earlier we know that sports is only for fun and enjoyment, but it gives us so many benefits. What are the benefits? So let us to know the benefits that are confident. It improved or build the confidence of children and women, develop their social skills, and other things are improve their friendship, learn their teamwork, play fair, understand fair game. In sports, discipline among the children and make them self-reliant and be a responsible citizen. Understand? These are the most benefit of the children, or benefit that children will get, and the women also. Understand? So the most important benefit is that for regular participation in sports, the most important point is that is develop good motor skills. Motor means the coordination among bone and muscles. So develop good motor skills, healthy weight, and sound immunity. Understand? These are the most important thing after practicing or doing regular sports activities, physical activities. Every children, every woman, they have good confidence, improve their immunity power, they have good healthy weights, and develop their good motor skills. Understand? So we know that motor skill, that is motor development, that is the development of bones and muscles both. Okay. So first of all, just for introduction, we must know about these things. But sports which do not match with the interest of children, that means the interest of the children is someone, and we are engaging them in other field, other sports, that means it is mismatched. If the interest of the children, that is other than the sports they are engaging, the ability can lead to disappointment. Okay, disappointment among the children. So one thing must be clear, that their interest and the sports they are involved, that is same, that do not be mismanaged. Understand? If that is mismanaged, that means their disappointment will be created day by day. Understand? And another thing is their age. In every age, all the sports are not suitable. So whatever sports whatever sports activities they are interested, that must be according to their age group. Understand? That is most important thing. And regarding women, earlier women were not participated in any sports. Understand? Because that is due to our society or due to the bad ambition, so they did not participated in any sports. In ancient Olympics also, women were not even allowed to watch or to participate. In first Olympics, there were no women in that in there. Understand? So in second Olympics, one rule is implemented, women can participate in the sports, and in second Olympics only 22 women were participated. After that it is increased rapidly, but since last 2 decades, means 20 years, the participation of women increased more. Understand? And as for your example, in last Olympics were played at Rio. Okay, Rio Olympics 2016, the participation of women is 45%. That means it is increased day by day. So these things must be keep in your mind whenever we are going to do any type of activities, that is according to our age, that is according to our interest. Okay, and for women, the rules that is changed, and women can participate in any sports everywhere. Understand? Due to that reason, day by day the participation of the women is increased. Understand? Then motor development means development of bones, muscles, and their ability to move around. Understand? In other words, we can say motor development, that is various motor abilities, development of various motor abilities from birth to till death, like sitting, walking, running, climbing, catching, jumping, throwing, picking, other things. Understand? As a matter of fact, the ability to move is essential for human development. Okay, this is motor development. Then types of motor development. There are two types of motor development. One is gross motor development and another one is fine motor development. First one to know about gross motor development. The development of large muscles is called gross motor development. That means large muscles in the child's body that helps in sitting, that helps in crawling, that helps in walking, that helps in running. Understand? In this way, it is helpful for every children. So the development of large muscles is called gross motor development, and fine motor development means the development of small muscles. How it is helpful? That is responsible for grip and for finger movement like catching, throwing, holding a pen, writing. Understand? These are the helpful things. So due to fine motors development, it is helpful to the children for the grip, other finger movements, throwing, catching, holding, holding a pen, pencil for writing. Understand? Throwing a ball like this. So fine motor development means development of small muscles, and gross motor development means development of large muscles. Understand? Then we learn about different stages of motor development. Different stages means first one is infancy, that is from 0 years to 2 years. Early childhood, that is from 2 years to 6 years. Middle childhood, that is from 7 years to 10 years. Late childhood, that is from 11 to 12 years. Adolescence, that is from 13 years to 18 years. And adulthood, that is from above 19 years. Understand? So one by one, let us to see. Infancy means in this stage there is rapid growth and development of muscles. In this teenage, it is helpful to us due to physical activities. Many very simple physical activities is there. So in this stage, there is rapid growth and development of muscles. They learn to control their head, trunk and neck. In childhood position, they also keep their balance of head, trunk and neck. They start grasping things, turning them over, sitting and crawling and walking. Motor skill developing begin from head to tail. That means motor skill developing means development of bones, development of muscles, that will be begin from head to tail in this stage. Understand? This is called infancy, or infancy, that means in between 0 to 2 years. Then early childhood. In early childhood, the age group is 2 years to 6 years. It is a period of rapid development of motor skills. Child learn various fundamental movements like running, jumping, throwing and climbing and other things. They try to combine these fundamental skills. Combine means at a time they try to use both the things. Understand? Suppose they are running, with running they are throwing anything. That means it is a mix of two things. Understand? So they try to combine these fundamental skills, and they should be engaged to play freely for recreation and exploration. Understand? It is early childhood and in between 2 to 6 years. Then next one is middle childhood. Middle childhood, that is from 7 to 10 years. They should be involved in activities where they can acquire body control, strength, and coordination. Children should be introduced to competitive sports. They should learn basic rules and skills of the games, and flexibility develops at a slow rate, but the child becomes agile and active. That means in this age group, the children, they have oriented to know more about that activities, to know more the rules, regulations, whatever it gave, may be, understand each and everything they want to know about that. That is, they are oriented to know about that in this age group, that is middle childhood. Understand? Late childhood, 11 and 12 years, 11 to 12 years. Most of the children master the complex motor skills and use them in game situation. Children develop the strength and endurance ability. They should practice and learn skills in different game situations, and they should be exposed to the strategies and tactics. That means in this age group, they improve their endurance power, they improve their ability. That's why they are oriented to know the skills and techniques or tactics of different activities, different games, to learn about that. Understand? That is of late childhood. Understand? Then adolescence period, that is from 13 to 18th years. They are able to move their bodies with greater skill. Body rapidly gain physical strength, speed and endurance, and they should be engaged or encouraged to participate in the organized competitive sports. And adulthood period, that is above 19, children are at their best of performance, and there is a decline in the flexibility and endurance with age after 21. Whenever we are crossed the age 21, that means our flexibility, our endurance, our ability to do any work, that should be declined day by day. But up to 21 it is increased, and always we are in a orientation position or interest, we have more interest to know about that activities we are engaged. Understand? That is about different age groups, different stages of motor development. Okay children? So then next one is factors affecting motor development. Okay, so we will discuss about this in the next class, factors affecting motor development. But one thing I will suggest you, during this lockdown period, you always try to improve your immunity power. Understand? Immunity power, because this chapter we learn about how to improve each and everything of children and women. So first of all, I must suggest you to improve your immunity power. So one must think you know that immunity power, that is improved due to your balanced diet, nutritive foods. Understand? Second one is sleep. Third one is exercise. The three things that must be needed to improve the immunity power. Understand? The first one is nutritive food. Nutritive food means always you take balanced diet. The balanced diet, that is not fixed for every children, every students, everybody else. Understand? It is differ from person to person. Okay, it is depend upon your body ability. Understand? How much food you needed, that is the balanced diet of your body. And balanced diet means not in only one food. Balanced diet means in every food all the nutrients should be there. That means be vitamin, minerals, carbohydrate, each and everything that should be there. So you take always balanced food. Okay, what is required to your body. And second one is sleep. In every day, a student, a children must take rest, or everybody must take rest for 7 to 8 hours. That will improve your immunity power. Understand? So you must take 7 to 8 hours. You must take sleep 7 to 8 hours daily. Understand? And third one is exercise. Exercise means every day you do exercise for 30 minutes. 30 minutes exercise, that means here you can ask me, sir, in this lockdown period where we are going to do our exercise, but at home you can do the exercise. Okay, you all have skipping rope, take the skipping rope and start skipping. Take sit and ups. Understand? At home you will do the exercise. So many pranayams, so many asanas are there. Okay, so you can do exercise at your home for 30 minutes. All the three things: perfect sleep, 30 minutes exercise, and balanced diet, nutritive diet, that will improve your immunity power. And whenever your immunity power improved, you will face the situation and protect the infections from different diseases. Like this period, corona-19, here in this period we all are in our home. So main thing is improve our immunity power to protect us from that disease. Understand? And second one is social distancing. Always maintain social distancing. Always use mask. Okay, gloves in your hands. And most important thing for every students, whenever you feel difficulties, immediately you consult with your parents. That is the most important thing for you. Okay, children? So this is all about your today's work. Next day we will learn about factors affecting motor development.